there, welcome to Sports Tonight with me, Fatu Jassi. The chairman of the GFA Normalizing Committee has urged stakeholders in football to put aside any difference and work together for the development of football. Alaji Obi Konate made the comments in an exclusive interview with this program at the end of the 5-day nationwide dialogue tour with the regional football stakeholders. Former Gambian defender emerges from the wilderness to help develop his country's football. We meet Dudu Loom, who is back in the country to help develop grassroots football. And the producer of Sports Tonight continues to share some of the important lessons he brought with him from the just ended FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, this time with an exclusive feature on the Azerbaijan Olympic complex. Plus a look at the glittering career of Thomas Muller, one of Germany's brightest talents. Thanks for choosing Sports Tonight. Sports infrastructure has been one major problem facing Gambian sports, despite efforts by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and other stakeholders to improve the country's sports infrastructure. There is still much to be desired for. Well, during his assignment covering the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, MS Diallo visited the Azerbaijan Olympic complex, an ultra-modern facility, and as we hear in this report, the complex is a perfect example of a facility required for developing sports.
The Azerbaijan Sports Complex, a modern state-of-the-art sports infrastructure, is one of many facilities built by a country that is heavily investing in her sports sector. The complex is designed to accommodate different Olympic Games and made accessible to the public, especially to the young ones, like this aspiring footballer, wearing a replica jersey of Real Madrid superstar Cristiano Ronaldo. He did not hesitate to showcase what he is capable of doing with the ball right in front of the camera, and he did it with real fun. I unexpectedly worked my way into the Olympic complex to watch the Baby Scorpions' final training session ahead of their last group game against eventual winners France in the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. The complex has different sporting facilities, from a synthetic football pitch to volleyball courts, tennis courts, and a giant hall with facilities for different indoor games plus offices. This sports edifice is a perfect example for countries striving towards achieving excellence in sports. Most often than not, sports discussions in the Gambia are dominated by issues of sports infrastructural development, with many arguing that attaining excellence in sports will continue to be a far-fetched reality without adequate sports infrastructure around the country, an issue that remains a concern for the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
We have started doing something with football to decentralize it to the regions, to get the structures and the infrastructure in place. We are also hoping that by the end of this year or early part of next year, we'll be able to collaborate with the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Administration to see how we can put in place necessary or very modest infrastructure, sports infrastructure in the regions. So this is all in the pipeline in the area of decentralization. But the committee will look at other sports as well. How do we decentralize them to the regions, to the grassroots level?
But what can the likes of the Gambia learn from such a magnificent sports complex?
Yeah, I think the importance of infrastructure as far as sports development is concerned cannot be underestimated. To a certain extent, having structured facilities in place would enhance the performance of our athletes. For example, when you have these synthetic tracks here for athletics, you will have performance exhibited by athletes to a higher level. If you also have this artificial turf for footballers, they can play perfectly the skills and talents they have perfectly on the pitch here, and that can earn them to another limited unlimited advantage. So having all these facilities in place is going to enhance the performance of athletes, not only our athletes but also our footballers, basketball players, karatekas, volleyball players. You can see even volleyball court is also embedded here, and all those kind of sports that we play in our Olympic sports. So it is, in essence, it's going to enhance the performance of our athletes in all areas of sports that we play.
We don't have such a complex back home. What can we, stakeholders in sports, learn from such a complex?
Well, I think the Gambia National Olympic Committee, the body responsible for all Olympic sport in our country, have been going around not only in the Olympic games but in other countries where they have bilateral relationships with, and I'm sure they have also learned big lessons from that. Only that the Gambia does not have that financial timber. If the Gambia had, I'm sure they would also love to have such kind of facilities in the country, that is in the Gambia. But notwithstanding, I think efforts are underway. I can't speak for them, unfortunately. Efforts are underway that they have, the few bilateral cooperations they have with other countries, so that they can come to the Gambia and have feasibility studies, so that in the not too distant future, they can also put up facilities like this back home in the Gambia, so that our athletes can also benefit from. Because, like I said, it is going to enhance the performance of athletes in the various fields of sports that they take part in.
While in the Gambia, similar to the Azerbaijan Olympic Complex might be the Independence Stadium and the FIFA Gold Project in Yundum, whilst most of the sporting facilities at the country's main stadium, such as the athletics running tracks, the basketball court, and the handball court are in deplorable conditions. The Gold Project, despite being purposely built for football, has been labeled by many as a white elephant that is being underutilized. Unlike the conditions of some of the facilities at the country's main stadium or the underutilized Gold Project, the Olympic complex in Baku is not just perfect for building stars for the future, but can equally host both national and international championships. At the time of my visit, the complex was hosting a 3-day international karate championship. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Olympic Sports Complex here in Baku, where it is the third edition of the Azerbaijan 2012 Open Karate Championship. This is an international karate championship organized by the Azerbaijan Karate Federation to promote and develop karate, which is one of the popular sports in this country. The championship attracted participants as far as the United States of America, Chile, and from neighboring countries.
İran, Türkiye, Azerbaycan, 10 devlet sayalım bir yerde hamısı Rusya.
This event, such events, like I told you, is for children, for development, but also we have the karate is loving in everywhere. So that's why many countries come here for this, participating in these events, and so.
And how big is karate a sport in this country?
Karatedir idman kimi də, yəni bizim ölkədə necədir də, yəni necə böyükdür?
Karate idman kimi bizim ölkədə çox populyardır, ən populyar idman növlərindən biridir. Demək olar ki, ən çox məşğul olan idman növlərindən biridir, sayca.
Karate is very popular in Azerbaijan. You can say that mostly half of the people who are wanting to go for sport, they interesting. Yes, the children, the young people, they are really want to come and to know karate. So we are very popular.
The result of having such structures leads to the promotion of different sports, especially minor sports.
Like you said, I'm very thrilled and also satisfied with